Good evening, and welcome to the 61st Maryland Dairy Princess Contest, our first one here at the Maryland State Fair. We're so excited to be here at the State Fair celebrating Maryland's hardworking dairy farmers and a resilient dairy industry, and the young ladies that are stepping up to promote our product and our way of life. My name is Susan Summers, and I'm president of the Maryland Dairy Princess Association, and I'm honored to work with a dedicated group of promoters, both our young ladies that are in the program as well as a committee of folks that have given a ton of time towards this program. This outstanding program has encouraged and developed hundreds of young ladies throughout its 61-year history, and it has offered amazing opportunities for them to grow and chart their futures. Meanwhile, the state industry benefits from these trained professional spokespersons as ambassadors across the state. It's been kind of a roller coaster week for us. As you can see in your program, there were 4 girls, originally candidates from the regions, to begin this journey, but 2 have chosen not to continue with the Dairy Princess program. So tonight, we're going to celebrate 2 amazing young ladies that we have that will be on stage tonight, and all of their maids that will be supporting them this year. We can't wait for you to meet these remarkable young ladies. They truly are the cream of the crop. And while one of them will win the state title tonight, the entire royalty team, the princesses as well as our dairy maids, will be working together this year to tell the dairy story. Nutritious, high-quality products from happy, healthy cows on well-cared-for, environmentally sound farms. To help us navigate this special evening, it's my pleasure to introduce our Master of Ceremonies, Denny Remsburg. He is a longtime supporter of this program. Denny is a native of Frederick County, and he grew up in the Maryland 4-H program, showing Holstein dairy cattle. He's a strong 4-H supporter and volunteer, and was recognized as the Frederick County Agricultural Advocate in 2015, and was inducted into the Maryland Dairy Shrine in 2016. He is retired as the district manager for the Catoctin and Frederick Soil Conservation Districts, and resides in Jefferson with his wife, Marcia. Please help me welcome Denny, and enjoy your evening.
Thank you, Susan. It's a pleasure to be back again with the Dairy Princess Contest. I'm excited for you to meet these young ladies this evening who will be representing our dairy industry as we go forward. And let's meet them right now. Welcome to the 61st Maryland Dairy Princess Contest. We have our 2 contestants. As by lot, they have chosen who will be participating first. Representing the Upper Chesapeake region, please welcome Katie Jones. And representing the South Central region, please welcome Layla Shepard. And now, please help me welcome our 2022-23 Maryland Dairy Princess, Morgan Osborne Watley, being escorted by the reigning alternate Maryland Dairy Princess, Caitlin Bradley. Tonight's contest is the culminating event of a 2-day competition. The young ladies arrived in Timonium on Wednesday evening, began working promotional events here at the fair on Thursday morning. On Thursday afternoon, they had personal interviews and gave milk toasts to the judges, followed by a formal dinner and the prestigious Maryland Holstein Futurity held last night. This morning's agenda included the Undeniably Dairy Milkshake Contest with local media, and this afternoon, the regional dairy princesses gave their promotional presentations for the judges and for fairgoers. The contestants are judged on such areas as public speaking, dairy and industry knowledge, poise, and personality. 3 individuals have had the opportunity to meet and work with the princesses for the past 2 days and have the challenging task of making decisions throughout the contest. Our judges for this evening are Jean Coomer. Jean has worked in agriculture, education, and communications for nearly 3 decades and is currently the Industry Communications Specialist for American Dairy Association Northeast. Prior to working for Dairy Checkoff, she was a Penn State Extension Dairy and 4-H educator and Deputy Press Secretary for the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture. A Penn State graduate and former dairy promoter, Jean grew up on a small dairy farm in western Pennsylvania and still maintains a small herd of show cattle there. Kirk Satizan. Kirk lives on his family farm in southeastern Pennsylvania with his wife Stephanie and sons Tucker, Grady, Carson, and Cooper, and daughter Presley. My son has 3 daughters. We'll talk later. He is a Penn State graduate and is the Vice President of Marketing and Development for Premier Select Sires. Kirk enjoys promoting agriculture, hosting school field trips each year. He's a freelance feature article writer for Hoard's Dairyman magazine and authored the 50-year history of Select Sires, The Elevation of an Industry. Kirk currently serves on the board of directors for the Northeast Agricultural Education Foundation and the Center for Dairy Excellence. And our third judge is Linda P. Foreman. Linda is a Maryland native and proud of her multi-generational agriculture heritage. Early experience on her grandparents' dairy farms, plus regular visits to county and state fairs and university programs, built a strong foundation and appreciation for land, farming, hardworking dairy farmers, and sustainability. She is a University of Maryland graduate, and her professional and volunteer careers have focused on education and youth development, primarily within the public school system, United Way, and Girl Scouts. Retired from Durham, North Carolina Public Schools, she is active in a variety of community groups and continues to serve the Girl Scouts on local, national, and international levels. Please give our judges a great round of applause. And now we'll have an opportunity to get to know each of our contestants a little better. As we said before, the girls drew numbers, and Katie Jones drew number 1. So, Katie, our Upper Chesapeake princess. On her resume, Katie says that she is involved in robotics and engineering competitions. So, could you give us a little background on how you got involved in robotics and engineering and some of the accomplishments or projects that you've worked on?
Yes, so in Girl Scouts, we have been involved in competitive We have been involved in competitive programming, which we are given different tasks and themes each year. So we will be given a robot, and we can use Legos to build around it, and we are given a mat and different competitions that we have to complete within the robotic industry. And then, so what we will do, we will program the robot in different ways, and they will have different sensors on them that we can interchange, such as a forklift or a color sensor, so we can complete different tasks, such as simply lifting up a block and putting it on another ledge, or even changing directions based on the color of a wall.
Excellent. That sounds very interesting. Also noticed that at North Hartford High that you were in charge of the livestock department. When I was in high school, we didn't have any livestock in high school except for the deer that ran by. So could you share with us a little bit about how the livestock fits into your high school education and your programs at high school?
Yes, so I go to North Hartford High School. I'm in my junior year, and we have 2 different barns, and we have steers, cows, lambs, everything that you can name, honestly. And we can take different classes, and you can take care of the animals during school. And during the year, you can also help raise pigs, and you can show them at fairs like the Harford County Fair. And you can study the animals. For example, our cow has a fistula in her side, so you can study the different stomachs inside of her, and you can learn through the different programs in our school.
Sounds like a great program. Thank you, Katie. And now let's meet Layla Shepard. And get real close, okay? Layla got involved with showing Brown Swiss cattle. Was a little curious how that happened and what drew her to Brown Swiss, and if you could explain how you were drawn to showing cattle and Brown Swiss specifically.
So, ever since I was a little girl, my mom told me that one day I was going to have a cow, and I ended up getting a Brown Swiss in 2018, and luckily, oddly enough, since I'm so short, Brown Swiss is one of the tallest dairy cows, so that kind of worked out very oddly. But we both bonded over loving the breed of Brown Swiss because they just have such great personalities and have a great disposition, and they have beautiful eyelashes. Fun fact, I just love their eyelashes. They're so long, and they're beautiful to look at. So, yeah.
Great, great. And I see you did attend the Show Like a Pro. I'm sure a lot of folks out here are familiar with Show Like a Pro, but there may be some who are not. If you could kind of give us a brief overview of Show Like a Pro and maybe share some of your experiences at the event.
Yes. I started when I was 9 years old, and I went to the Frederick Fair. That's where it was held. And they just have a bunch of 4-H'ers come, and it's run by past 4-H'ers and people involved in the dairy industry. And what they do is we have a little show, and they teach us all kinds of tricks and things like how to wash your cow, and they just help you and give you all kinds of advice through your dairy project. And I got to meet so many people in the dairy industry, so that was amazing to meet people that are involved with dairy, and they were always so happy to help and answer any of my questions.
Great, thanks. Sounds like a great experience. Let's give Layla a nice hand. The contestants presented their promotional presentations to the judges this afternoon, and we'll showcase them again this evening. So I would like to excuse our young ladies from the stage this afternoon, so that they can prepare for their presentations. A successful team has many players ready and willing to fulfill a mission. The Maryland Dairy Princess promotion team includes its regional princesses, alternates, and our dairy maids. We are happy to have outstanding promoters who will be assisting our princesses this year. Would you please welcome them on stage as they introduce themselves?
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 61st Maryland Dairy Princess Contest. I'm Caroline Kimball, and I'm from the Eastern Shore.
I'm Ella, and I'm from the Upper Chesapeake region.
I'm Madison, and I'm from the Upper Chesapeake region.
I'm Virginia, and I'm from the Upper Chesapeake region.
I'm Harper, and I'm from the Upper Chesapeake region.
I'm Bristol, and I'm from the Upper Chesapeake region.
Hi, my name is Emma Hutchison, and I'm from the Eastern Shore region.
Hi, my name is Taylor, and I'm from the South Central region.
Hi, my name is Ella Fell, and I'm from Frederick County.
Hi, my name is Abby, and I'm from the Upper Chesapeake region.
Hi, my name is Annette, and I would like to thank everyone for being here and have a good time at the fair.
Great job, girls. Let's give them a big round of applause. There's your future dairy industry right there. We're so excited. This group of girls have been fantastic to work with. They've been working over in You Learn Farm, talking with consumers and sharing all that they know about their dairy animals and about dairy products. So we're very excited to kind of groom them and keep them going for the next several years. And so we have some future dairy princesses here, don't we? Yeah? Okay. As with any organization, nothing is done with just a few people, and this Dairy Princess organization is exactly the same. We have a wonderful group of committee members that I would like to introduce this evening, and I know a lot of them are probably running around, so I'm not sure if we'll catch them all. Mackenzie Underwood is our vice president. There she is. Mackenzie does a great job. And I have to give special note, Mackenzie has really stepped in this year over the last 2-3 months while I dealt with some issues, and she has just taken the load off and really built the program. So I'm very excited to have her and have her moving up into leadership. Stephanie Chrome is not here tonight. Gail Yiser celebrating her 70th birthday with us this evening. Sorry, Gail, had to do that one, yeah. We'll have a party later this evening. Richard Arrington serves as our treasurer. I don't think Richard is with us tonight. Stacy Guyton, I know, is with us tonight from Frederick County. Happy to have her. Andrea Haynes, I know, is running around with a camera in the back. Thank you, Andrea. Brenda Now, there we go, a longtime supporter and volunteer on our committee. Deborah Spurrier. Deborah, are you out here? Right, oh, there we go. Thank you. Deborah has really been a huge help over the last couple of days. Mary Catherine Stewart, I know, is here. Mary Catherine from Upper Chesapeake region. And then a couple of other ladies are not here this evening. Carolyn Downey, Kathy Johnson, Erin Myers, Caitlin Patrick, Heidi Qualls, Dawn Stiles, and Peggy Johnson. I also want to, oh, is she? Oh, I'm sorry, Caitlin, I didn't see you. Caitlin's here. Y'all sneak in on me. Also, and I'm not sure, there she is. We also want to introduce our new state coordinator. We're so excited to have somebody that is going to be working with our gals on a year-long basis. She will be escorting them. She will be lining up appearances for them. And we are so excited to have Hope Sensula in that title now. Hope, wave your hand. So if you need a Dairy Princess or want a Dairy Princess, if you want some promotional events or activities at your school, at your church, at your senior center, wherever you do, the email address is right there on your program. So just get a hold of Hope and she will get you lined up with a Dairy Princess or Dairy Maid. We're also grateful that, like any program, you can't do it without sponsors. So we would like to get a shout out, and some of these folks are with us tonight. If you are, would you please stand and just stay standing until we're done, if you're a representative. American Dairy Association Northeast, no one's here, just stay there for me, honey. Allied Milk Producers, Edmondson Trucking, South Mountain Creamery, Horizon Farm Credit, Maryland Holstein Association, Charlie and Judy Yeager, Brooms Bloom and Home Lamb Farm, William and Donna Messick's, Marbidco, Maryland Delaware Ayrshire Breeders Association, Maryland Brown Swiss Association, R.D. Moman and Sons Incorporated, Round Hill Acres. Let's give them a real round of applause. Thank you all so much. We also have some in-kind sponsors. Katie, are you out here with all of your kidlings from Daysland Vista Blooms? Katie did all of our flowers this evening, and she donated our new princess's bouquet, so we thank her for that. Brian and Erin Myers did the gifts for our judges and MC. I present a crystal pitcher to our outgoing princess. And the Maryland State Fair, we would like to thank them as a sponsor and host for this year's contest. So let's thank all of those folks, please. know we also have some former state princesses and regional princesses, so instead of me going all down through the list, if you were a state princess, please stand up. Come on. Stacy Guyton, Caitlin Patrick, Mary Catherine Stewart. Any others here? Oh, yep, Mackenzie's behind me. Okay, let's give a round of applause and thank all of our state princesses that continue to support us. At this time, I would, and also, I'm sorry, we also have royalty from the north. So we're excited to have our Pennsylvania Dairy Princess with us tonight, Selena Horst. Selena, thank you. We're also honored to have our Maryland Secretary of Agriculture with us tonight. Kevin Addix has definitely stepped into a position and is learning all about all the different phases, not that he didn't know already, but we're really giving him a really crash course in dairy. So we're really happy to have Kevin with us tonight. Can you all please help me welcome our Secretary of Agriculture?
Thank you. How is everybody doing? So, you know better than anybody how important dairy is to the state of Maryland, but just some facts to remind you. 41,000 hogs around the state, cows around the state. We're not talking pig milk, we're talking cow milk. Thanks for the education. 41,000 around the state. This industry is larger than hogs in the state. It's larger than fruit and vegetables in the state. It is an extremely important business to Maryland and to Maryland's rural economy. But it's not growing, it's shrinking. And part of that is development pressure. Part of that is the costs and expenses. Part of that is how difficult it is for businesses who want to get into the value-added industry and they want to start making cheese, or they want to start actually bottling their own milk, or they want to make ice cream. So one of my promises to the industry is to make it easier to do those things, so that if you are in the business and you want to grow, we're going to be able to get you through the environmental regulations. We're going to be able to get you through the health regulations. If you want to start a creamery to be making milk for your own sale, you want to start making ice cream, you want to make cheese, yogurt, etc., we've got someone on staff now whose whole job it is to help the dairy industry grow. So with that, I really want to thank you. We appreciate what you do. This whole celebration, the folks on stage, the Dairy Princesses, this is about the history, the culture, and the future of Maryland dairy. And so congratulations, thank you for all the hard work, and can't wait to see this.
Thank you, Secretary Addix. The promotional presentations allow our dairy princesses to share the dairy story with the public. Each contestant has created their own original skit, prepared speech, or PowerPoint talk geared towards a particular age audience. They will now present those to you this evening. Our first contestant, as determined by our draw, is Katie Jones, and Katie will give a presentation geared towards general audiences.
Quality care for quality products. Dairy products, some of the most popular household foods you will find in people's pantries. About 94% of Americans purchase dairy products on a regular basis. You may wonder, how could dairy farmers possibly take care of their animals in such a way to feed millions of people? With farmers' hard work and dedication, they are able to keep their animals content and happy, as well as producing the best milk possible. Factors such as nutrition, living environment, and calf development play large factors in a dairy cow's health. Consumers deserve to understand the steps farmers take to raise their cattle for high-quality milk. This prevents consumers from creating misconceptions about the dairy industry, as well as encouraging the understanding of the important roles dairy farms play in their communities and the world. A dairy cow's nutrition is one of the most impactful factors in creating the quality milk consumers want. Some of the nutrients a dairy cow needs to produce high-quality milk include calcium, magnesium, and potassium. Farmers know that they need to keep up to the standards of their herd's nutritional needs in order to avoid deficiencies and illnesses such as milk fever. To prevent this, farmers feed their cows supplemental feed, alfalfa, corn, wheat, and barley. Grazing cattle will also graze for at least 120 days a year, and during the winter they will eat the same feed as cows who don't graze. On our dairy farm, we will graze our cattle throughout the year, as well as feeding them alfalfa, wheat, and supplements. All these factors combine to give dairy cows what they need to be able to sustain the production of the valuable milk consumers want. Dairy cows are housed in multiple ways, each having their own attributes of ensuring their safety and keeping them content. You may have seen farms that have had cows grazing out in the field, as well as cows being kept in a more confined area. The cows that are grazing may be on a farm that uses free stall housing. This allows them to drink, eat, and rest whenever they want, whether it is in the barn or on the surrounding land. Farms that use a more confined space may use tie stall barns. These are individual stalls that are kept a comfortable temperature and regularly cleaned, as well as having full access to food and water. No matter what type of housing a farm uses, farmers always ensure that the environment is clean and hygienic. Simply washing their hands and boots can help prevent the spread of disease. Farmers want to provide their cows with comfort to keep them healthy and to give us high-quality milk. When dairy cows are still calves, it is just as important to properly take care of them so they develop into well-producing cows. While a cow is pregnant, she will be given a 2 to 3 month period where she is not milked. When she is giving birth, the farmer, employees, or veterinarians will make sure the cow is ensured a healthy delivery. The calf will receive the colostrum, which is the first milk from the cow that helps boost their immune system. Calves will be separated from their mothers after a few days to ensure their safety and that they are given the care and attention that they need. It is not uncommon for cows to reject or accidentally hurt their calves, so it is best for them to be kept in a clean space where they can be monitored. To be able to develop a healthy body, farmers will bottle feed calves, and in around 2 to 3 weeks, they can be introduced to solid food. As their digestive systems mature, the calves will be weaned off milk completely and given the time to grow until they are ready for breeding. Farmers ensure that they take care of their calves properly so they grow into healthy cows that will produce high-quality milk. The labor and patience farmers put into their work is nothing short of inspiring. I have lived on a dairy farm my whole life, and the farming community has some of the most hardworking people I know. However, the most hardworking person I know is my dad. He has inspired me my whole life to want to learn and to not give up. I see him every day being more than just a farmer. Farmers are business people, mechanics, veterinarians, accountants, crop producers, and so much more. The recognition given to farmers for what they do is not nearly what they deserve. In 3rd grade, we were given books to look at our careers of interest. The careers were all given a description and were given a 1 to 5 star rating. Everyone turned to their career pages, either having a 4 or 5 star career. The first page I turned to was a dairy farmer, and I was shocked to find that it had 1 star. I was upset but also confused. How could someone who is so skilled and dedicated and who works all day and all night be given such little credit for all the things that they do? Even though this was probably an outdated school book, it has still stuck in my head until this day. I want people to know all the things that my dad does and not just see farmers as people who wear overalls and drive tractors. I want people to see farmers for all that they do for us and how what they do provides for their communities and their world. Promoting the methods dairy farmers use to produce high-quality milk gives consumers trust, sympathy, and a little more knowledge on how their dairy products have come to be. Thank you.
Well said. Now I'd like to introduce our second contestant, Layla Shepard, Layla's presentation is geared toward elementary-aged students. Start 'em young, Layla.
Hello. Hello, my name is Snow White, and I'm here to tell you a story called Snow White and the 7 Dairy Cows. Once upon a time, on a farm not so far away, my 7 dairy cows and I were enjoying a wonderful June day, grazing in the grassy fields. Let me introduce you to them. Annie the Ayrshire, Bessie the Brown Swiss, Gussie the Guernsey, Stella the Holstein, Buttercup the Jersey, Molly the Milking Shorthorn, and Rosie the red and white Holstein. I was enjoying the sunshine as my friends happily grazed in the fields, when suddenly we saw the mayor of the town coming to a visit. But this wasn't a normal visit. He needed our help. The townspeople were malnourished, weak, and unhealthy. He asked if there was anything that we could do to help. My 7 dairy cows and I put our heads together, and we knew just what they needed. 3 servings of milk a day would give them protein, calcium, and 13 vitamins and minerals. My 7 dairy cows and I got straight to work. We took the real, nutritious, and delicious milk, pasteurized it, and began making cottage cheese, Swiss cheese, cheddar cheese, yogurt, and our favorite, ice cream. We knew if the townspeople had 3 servings a day of real milk, they would soon reap the benefits of the calcium for healthy bones and teeth, protein for growth and repair, and the 13 essential vitamins and minerals for their health and well-being. It didn't take long for the townspeople to start feeling better and stronger and healthier. The town voted to make real milk its official drink and to make June a month dedicated to celebrating the magical powers of milk. Although my story is based on a fairy tale, you too can benefit from 3 servings a day. A glass of milk is a great way to refuel after a workout or soccer game. It rehydrates your body and replaces nutrients that are naturally lost when sweating. Thanks to the hard work and dedication of our dairy farmers, who work thoughtfully and lovingly to care for their cows 365 days a year, we are blessed to have many delicious and nutritious dairy products available to us. Next time you're at the grocery store, farmer's market, or creamery, don't forget to grab a carton of milk, some yummy yogurt, delicious ice cream, or one of the many types of cheeses to incorporate into your diet. Together, let's celebrate the magic of real milk and the dairy industry. Let's make 3 servings a day a delightful and healthy habit. The end.
Thank you, Layla. I think that's a great introduction for our elementary age students to the dairy industry and the goodness of milk. Now I'd like to welcome back to the stage our reigning Maryland Dairy Princess, Morgan Osborne Watley. Now each of our contestants will be brought back to the stage one at a time to answer the dreaded final question. So first of all, our first contestant coming back will be Katie Jones.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. All right, I will read the question, and then I will repeat it for you, okay? With so many beverage choices available, how would you encourage people to choose milk?
Well,
With so many choices available, how would you encourage people to choose milk?
no matter what your lifestyle, I think that you can always find benefits for milk. For example, if you're an athlete, milk gives you hydration and many different nutrients that you need to help your body sustain the way that you move. And even if you don't play any sports, milk provides 13 essential nutrients that your body needs, such as calcium, vitamin D12, and so many more.
Thank you. I know Layla had to make a costume change, so we're wait for her to appear on the side of their stage there. I'd like to congratulate all of our Dairy Maids. It was a very impressive group of young ladies with some future Dairy Princess candidates in there, I'm sure. So thank you, young ladies, for volunteering your time over the summer, next several summers, to help promote the dairy industry. And she's back. Okay, if you'd go right to the mic. There you go. All right, I'll read you your question, and then I will repeat it for you, okay? Give you a little time to think. With so many beverage choices available, how would you encourage people to choose milk? So, with so many beverage choices available, how would you encourage people to choose milk?
I would start by talking about how soda has so many extra things that you do not know what's in the beverage. But then you start and you look at milk, and milk, the beverage, has 13 essential vitamins, and it benefits your health, and it's very nutritious, and it helps your bone health, which is very important, and it actually helps your teeth, and it's just very healthy, so it has a lot of beneficial. So if you care about your health, then I would definitely choose milk as the beverage to drink instead of soda or anything else that you don't know what's in it. So.
Thank you. Very well done. And now I would like to excuse our judges to make their very difficult decision. And as they leave, I will ask Susan to return to the mic for just a second for some introductions.
Well, we're excited about our new team, but we're also kind of sad to see our old team leave. So tonight we would like to bring up Morgan and two of her three team members from this past year. So Caitlin Bradley from the Eastern Shore, who was also our alternate Dairy Princess last year, and Sophia Scholl, who was our Upper Chesapeake Dairy Princess last year. Want to come up here and stand right here? And Morgan, you come join your team. Let's give this group a round of applause. They were tremendous this last year. We're missing Michaela Burrier from Frederick County, but we thank them so much. They really, truly worked as a team and had a lot of fun together, I think, but also did a tremendous job in their regions promoting milk and the dairy industry. So Morgan, we have for you, your traditional outgoing princess gets a crystal pitcher. And yes, milk better be in this, okay? Welcome. And also, all of the girls had the opportunity to enter a scrapbook from their year of service. So some of the girls entered a regular scrapbook like we used to do, yeah, with all the little corners and the photos and stuff. And some that are a little more technical presented us with a digital scrapbook. So we were real excited to see those and see the adventures that they put together in their scrapbooks this year. We chose, well, a committee chose the winner, and this year's winner is Morgan Osborne Watley. Let's give another round of applause to our team and thank them for a wonderful year of service. And as we waited just a little bit longer for the judges, our program is partially funded and largely funded by the American Dairy Association Northeast. We're grateful this money that helps to fund us actually comes from the dairy farmers in our region. And it goes by checkoff to the ADA Northeast. And those folks do a tremendous job of selling our product and promoting our product all year long. So tonight we're going to hear a little message about what ADA Northeast is doing for you, for our dairy farmers, and we're happy to have Amy Leslie here to share that story.
Yes, good evening. Thank you, Susan. Thank you all. I am so excited to see this wonderful team up here tonight. My name is Amy Leslie. I grew up here in Maryland. I've been working for Dairy Promotion on behalf of dairy farmers for 8 years. And we work, American Dairy Association Northeast works throughout our region, our 6-state region, representing dairy farmers and promoting dairy and the sustainable work that our farmers do every day. We work with our team of dairy promoters. I'm so thrilled to have you all here. We work very closely with these young ladies, not only tonight and in fun events that I'll talk a little bit about, but we also give them training ahead of time to make sure those answers were great. They were right on point so that they know exactly how to communicate with our consumers and really reach them with the positive news about dairy and dairy farming. A few things that we focus on at American Dairy Association Northeast is promoting that, building a strategy that delivers those key messages of health and nutrition of dairy products, the excellent animal care that our dairy farmers take every day, and environmental stewardship that our dairy farmers use on their farms as well. And that you heard in all of their answers, because that's what we try and make sure our team of grassroots promoters also uses when they're talking with consumers. A few ways that we do that at American Dairy Association Northeast is in our retail programming. The most dairy products are still sold at retail stores, so that's why it's an area of focus for us to make sure that those dairy cases are clean, cold, and well stocked is critically important, not only for our consumers to make sure that they have their products, but for you as dairy farmers to be proud of your product in stores. So we make sure we have a whole retail team that really focuses on that. We also work closely in schools to make sure that not only that dairy is available to our students, but that it's exciting and it's fun for those students to want to have breakfast in the classroom with their yogurt and their milk, and a really fun experience at lunch as well. So we have a great schools team that works, and then we also have a team that works to get that story out to all the different places that people are getting their news. And as I'm sure you all know, it's a lot of different places nowadays. So we are trying to reach people literally where they are. A lot of times that's on their cell phones and on social media. We have some really great digital programs that we've done in the last year, focusing and highlighting our Maryland dairy farmers. Just a few to bring to mind. If you haven't seen the wonderful episode highlighting Peace and Plenty Farm and Austin and Lauren Schwartzbeck and their love story on This American Dairy Farmer, check it out. And Austin's sick of me promoting him, so sorry, bud, but it's a really great story, and it really helps our consumers connect with you as dairy farmers who they may have never met before. We also highlighted Pheasant Echoes Farm earlier this spring. They hosted a virtual farm tour for our students throughout our region, throughout the nation. The Stambaugh have been a wonderful partner with us, and Crystal's also a little tired of me making her do a lot of media interviews, but all of those stories reach our consumers in new and different ways to tell the dairy story. And last but not least, you know, we do really fun things with our grassroots promoters, like I mentioned. This morning we had the Undeniably Dairy Milkshake Contest. Both Katie and Layla were part of it this year. Morgan was part last year. It's really a fun way to bring dairy to our media outlets in the Baltimore area in a fun and creative way. And we really encourage and want our girls, our young ladies and promoters to be a part of all of our outreach. So we will do that throughout the year, and get ready. It's going to be a lot of fun. As dairy farmers, those of you that are dairy farmers in the audience, if you ever have questions about your dairy checkoff investment, that's my job. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I know a lot of familiar faces. If you don't know me, please come and find me. If you have questions, please let me know. If you have ideas about dairy promotion, let's have a conversation about it. Myself and my teammate, Jean, is here tonight, so you can ask her too, but really that's our job. We love to have good positive conversations about how we can work together to promote dairy and dairy farming in a positive way. So with that, thank you all, congratulations, and good luck, and I'll hand it back to Denny. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Amy. And I think we all talk about how milk is good for you and we keep a nice presentation. Let's not forget it tastes good. Okay, I think sometimes we try to promote everything good about it. It's got 13 essential vitamins and it's nutrient dense, but it tastes good. That's what we need to emphasize. Now, speaking of emphasizing, we're going to emphasize our two contestants here. We have some awards to give out, and then we will announce our alternate and our Dairy Princess for the coming year. Let's start with our 2023-2024 Maryland Dairy Princess Scholarship winner. All of our contestants had an opportunity to apply. This year's winner is Layla Shepard, South Central. Congratulations. And our judges had the opportunity to listen to the contestants' milk toasts yesterday morning. The award for Best Milk Toast goes to Katie Jones, Upper Chesapeake. Congratulations. And the judges have also selected the Best Presentation Award to go to Layla Shepard, South Central. Well, as you can see by our awards, it was both girls have done a tremendous job. Our judges wanted to make sure that you knew that. Yes. Okay, I will get her to do that. Yep. That they both did a tremendous job, and they should make a tremendous team. So before we get to that, we have one last thing we have to do, and that is let Morgan make her farewell remarks. I'm going to close that so you won't know.
Hello and good evening. I have had the honor of being the 2022-2023 Maryland State Dairy Princess. Wow, that's the last time I will ever say that. Because tonight we will meet the 2023-2024 State Dairy Princess. After working with these girls over the last couple months at different promotions and events, they both will have something different to bring to the table. Whoever wins tonight, the promotion of dairy industry is in good hands. Both the new Dairy Princess and her alternate will come to realize how lucky they are to represent this wonderful industry and the people behind it all. How lucky they are to have the opportunity to work with the producers behind the scenes, legislators and policymakers, and the consumers who enjoy the final product. It's sad that I give up my title tonight, but I had the opportunity to meet so many different people and had the chance to educate consumers on this amazing industry. I will say My personal favorite was visiting different schools, interacting with the kids, and even being asked if I was a real princess or why I wasn't wearing a dress. When I was told State Pageant was going to be moved to State Fair, I thought nothing would be more fitting than to end my reign where my youth career began. In the Cow Palace. I didn't even know what a dairy princess was until age 8 when my cousin Autumn Lippy ran and won the state title. My little 8-year-old brain went, ooh, shiny. Crown, dent, I want. And that's when the dream began. In the beginning, it was all about the crown. But at the end, it was about representing an industry that is so near and dear to my heart. So I began my journey, and I became a dairy maid. The minute I was old enough, that year, Sydney Grossnickel was crowned State Dairy Princess. I'm sure at the time she didn't realize the title came with a ride-along buddy. I was lucky enough to tag along to many of her events. My future was mapped out on those road trips. I was told that I would be Dairy Maid, then Jersey Princess, Jersey Queen, then County Dairy Princess, and then hopefully State Princess. And that's exactly what I did. I followed the plan. Each of those roles have let me have the opportunity to represent the industry that raised me into the person standing in front of you today. People don't understand the dairy industry is like a family. If you've ever heard the phrase, if you were raised in a barn, well, the answer is yes for me, which is not a bad thing. It's actually the best thing I could ask for. I had to find my spot. Oh, there we go. I knew whenever I was in the barn that I was safe and protected. This community has become my second family. The cows have become my friends that I could talk to and rely on if I had any issues, because, you know, they won't talk back. As we all know, some days in the industry, we wonder why we do it. We do it for the love of the dairy cow, regardless of their color, even though we all know I'm a Jersey girl at heart. We believe our hard work has a purpose, and we provide a value product to the consumer. I would like to thank the Maryland Dairy Princess Association for providing this chance to spread the word about our industry. I would like to thank my parents, grandparents, and my extended barn family for installing a love of all things cow in me. I would like to thank the consumers who ask questions and that are open-minded about the benefits of dairy. And lastly, I would like to thank the dairy community at large for entrusting me to spread the word of why we do what we do. Girls, cherish your time representing this industry. I know I'm leaving it in good hands. Thank you.
Thank you, Morgan. I've probably seen more of Morgan this year around than ever. Whenever I get there, she's already there doing something to help with the dairy industry and help promotion. So, Morgan, congratulations on a great job. Let's give her a nice round of applause. So now, your reign is over. Somebody else's is beginning. So it's my privilege to introduce to you right now our 2023 alternate Maryland Dairy Princess. Of course, when we do that, everybody knows who the winner is. So our alternate Maryland Dairy Princess is Miss Layla Shepard. Congratulations. And our 2023-2024 Maryland Dairy Princess will be Katie Jones from the Upper Chesapeake region. Would you like to say a few words?
I am so grateful to be given this opportunity to represent this industry that I love so much. I'm so excited to work with everyone, to work with Layla, and to just be alongside the people that I'm closest with and so passionate about. Thank you so much.
Yep. I think you'll make a great team. Congratulations to you all. We look forward to seeing you and working with you in the coming year as you embark on your year promoting nature's most nearly perfect food. Thank you all for supporting this promotional team and this great dairy industry. Thank you all for coming, and please have a safe trip home.